If your business is struggling with ATO debt, missing tax lodgements, or falling behind on super payments, the ATO will come knocking. And right now, insolvency rates are skyrocketing. And thousands of businesses and directors are losing their business because they don't understand the options. So, what if I told you you could avoid liquidation, restructure your business, and regain control without handing over your company to an administrator? G'day, Aussie business legends. I'm Pickle Pete, and we rescue businesses drowning in ATO debt. We help directors negotiate and refinance personal debts that have come from company activities. We offer our commercial debt refinancing that turns insolvency into an opportunity. On average, we save Aussie businesses around $13,500 a month. So if you or your clients are struggling with ATO debt, this video will show you exactly how the SBR process works and how to use it to your advantage. So what's the problem? Why is the SBR process, and just why does it matter right now? Thousands of director and penalty notices are being issued every year, DPNs. Businesses are being forced into liquidation, and many just unnecessarily. The Small Business Restructuring, the SBR process, is a powerful tool, but most businesses fail to qualify because they aren't prepared. So let's break it down. The SBR process, it's a step-by-step process which we're going to guide you through today. The SBR process allows businesses to restructure their debts while staying in control. To qualify, your business must owe less than $1 million in unsecured debt, be up to date with your tax lodgements, be up to date with employee and superannuation payments, and you mustn't have used an SBR in the last 7 years. Here's the most important thing where businesses go wrong. They're not up to date with their tax lodgements or super, and they're automatically disqualified. Step 2, the 20-day moratorium and what it means for business owners. Now, once the SBR begins, creditors cannot take action for 20 business days. This stops ATO enforcements, court actions, and debt collections. This window gives you time to finalize your restructuring plan to negotiate better terms. But here's the catch. If you haven't prepared before entering the SBR, you could still be forced into a liquidation. Step 3, what is the SBR approval process and what happens next? So directors work with a restructuring practitioner, an SBRP, to create a formal repayment plan. Creditors have 15 days to vote on the plan, and if more than 50% of the creditors approve, then the plan is locked in and your business continues to trade. So basically you get the business back. But to get credit approval, your financials need to be strong enough to show you can meet those repayments, which is why preparation is critical. So what happens in a solution, and why do you need an informal debt negotiator before entering an SBR? Here's the reality. Most businesses fail to qualify for an SBR because they're not financially prepared. That's why before entering formal restructuring, you need to have a clear understanding of your tax lodgements. You need to pay out your super debt to meet the eligibility requirements, settle or refinance unsecured debts with creditors, and this is where someone like APICKLE steps in. Here's how APICKLE helps businesses qualify for SBR and avoid liquidation. Now, debt refinancing, it just helps when businesses use available equity within your property to pay out critical creditors and recapitalize. We'll pay out your super, your tax debt, and clearance. We help directors clear unpaid super, ATO debts, ensuring that they qualify for the SBR. We'll negotiate with your creditors. We'll work directly with your caveators and unsecured creditors to keep them outside of your deed of company arrangement, which is what's called a DOCA. We'll give you stronger financial positioning and we'll ensure your balance sheet is ready before entering formal negotiations. That just improves your chances of approval. So imagine a business owner who's just received a DPN, and instead of panicking, they go straight into liquidation. If they were to speak to someone like APICKLE to refinance their debts and enter an SBR fully prepared with a plan that creditors will actually approve. As a director, here's what you need to do if your business or your client's businesses is struggling with an ATO debt or a DPN. Basically, time is running out. So step one, before engaging in formal insolvency or employing an informal practitioner, speak to an informal negotiator like APICKLE. Step two, use debt refinancing to clear outstanding tax lodgements and super contributions. Step three, work with a restructuring specialist to prepare your SBR plan before entering formal negotiations. The biggest mistake is waiting too long and losing control of your business. Thanks for watching, Aussie Business Legends. But here's the thing, everything that I've just told you is completely useless if you don't take action now. Check out this video, how Aussie SMEs are fighting back against insolvency in 2025. Click here to watch now, like and subscribe, and click the bell because more Aussie businesses need to see this. And let's turn financial distress into success. Drop a comment below. What is your biggest financial fear? And let's solve it together.